What's up, guys? Jesse here with Afrikey. How are you doing today? I'm sipping on my dawa tea in Kenya. This is delicious. Um, anyway, I want to talk to you about Afrikey. Who is Afrikey and why did we start it? Well, for those who know me, I've been traveling to Ghana for several years now, looking for opportunities. And I almost left, honestly, with frustration because after a couple years, trying to make investments was very, very hard. But a good friend of mine encouraged me to stay and understand that Africa is different and things work a lot different. And I did. And I'm glad I stayed. Given my background in building processes and identifying problems and building processes around those problems, I understood that the biggest issue that Africa has are imports. Imports. We are literally addicted to foreign imports. Now, I have nothing against trade. I have nothing against import and exports. I have nothing against that. So it's not to speak ill of people who are importing. But I'm talking to us. This is a family conversation. I'm talking to my African Americans. I'm talking to my distant cousins throughout Africa. I'm talking to us. We, over time, have become consumers. And the problem, that's a big problem. Because when you become consumers, you don't control your destiny. We literally become fat cows on the farm, getting fed, 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 fed. And the fatter we get, you know what happens? Then we get slaughtered, right? And using that analogy, the slaughter happens is with us. No, we're not dying, but you know what happens? They get rich off of us. So it's time to work smarter. And so I identified that problem, that we have a lot of imports. So what are we going to do about it? I've traveled this past several weeks to 5 different countries, and that's where we're starting. That's not where we're ending. We started in Ghana. We started in Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. I'm currently in Kenya. So we chose these 5 countries because these are where some of the opportunities are that we can actually immediately start building on, all right? And so we're looking at other countries moving forward, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and other countries we're looking at. The goal here is to find the low-hanging fruit. What can we invest in that is not overly complicated, that's not, doesn't need a whole lot of structure, but we can infuse capital in and join in partnerships with some of these business owners so that they can grow and compete on the global level, right? We have a company right now in Kenya. There's a recyclable company who actually buy recyclable plastics and they make molds, right? Bottles for other companies, right? Well, this company they can't compete on a global level. You know, molds can cost anywhere from, $8,000 to $25,000. How do they compete when they have customers coming in and say, hey, we want this product, but they can't afford to actually get the mold done? And there's other logistics issues. There's electrical issues. There's all of these things that need to be addressed. It takes capital to do that, right? A lot of their counterparts where they're buying their bottles is from China, right? China or India, right? It's not from us. The funny thing is, right down the street, there's another company that is they're into health products, right? And they need medical bottling. Well, this company could actually work with them, but they don't have the capacity to do so. So that's just one example. There's certifications to get medical bottling and all these things and the mold for all of that. They're literally right down the street from each other, but they're all buying from China, not each other. Not because they don't want to, they actually know each other, but because they don't have the capacity to do that, right? And then there's gaps, there's labeling that needs to be done. There's another labeling company, I found out this in Kenya. But what does she lack? Well, proper machines to get it done properly, because the machines that she has are too old and they keep breaking down. So a missed opportunity goes to another foreign entity. Again, it's all about capital. It's really simple. These are simple problems to solve, but we really need to invest in each other. And so The overall goal of Afrikey is to fill in the gaps, not charity. By filling in those gaps, we have the diaspora actually investing, making returns on those investments. And what ends up happening is our distant cousins, I should say, on the other side of the ocean, they're benefiting by growing their businesses. And the diaspora is benefiting by earning something back for those investments. It's an equal exchange, right? So that's, for those who wonder, like, how does this work? What is Afrikey about? That's what we're about. We are about closing the gap, lessening our dependence on foreign imports. It's time to do that. If we don't do that, somebody else will. Somebody else will own it, right? We don't want to be speaking Chinese in the next 10 years because they've come in and imported everything and they've taken over everything. Again, I have nothing against China. Look, China started out poor. China used to be a very poor nation. So I actually commend them on what they've done. They've become a superpower. Look, we have the power to do the same thing. 54 countries, are you kidding me? We're brilliant people. We can do it. We believe in ourselves. I know we can do it. I believe that we can do it. We are already doing it. There are many manufacturers on the continent on a very small scale. That's just the beginning. But we're going to compete globally. We have to fix a lot of these issues. I have a furniture store. There's a young lady who has a furniture store. High-end, beautiful furniture. But you know what? This is where she loses a lot of money. Somebody orders from the US, and by the time you come up with the logistics and how to actually get it there, then the shipping cost is too much. It's more than the item itself. And this is a high-end store. So we have to figure these things out. We have to figure out, how do we lower logistical costs? Well, we have a platform that's coming out soon that literally will solve that problem. People will be able to purchase African products on a platform and have it delivered. But if we do that collectively, what do? We lower the logistical costs because now we're working with volume. So these are just a couple ideas, a couple things that we're working on, right? We're working on a lot of things, not just a couple, but these are just a couple ideas that I'm telling you what we're working on. So if you want to know what Afrikey is about, that's what it's about. There's myself and others who are working very hard to lessen our dependency on foreign products. It's time to do it. It's time. And so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.